Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samar News. Here are today's headlines.
Myanmar voters began casting ballots today in the country's first general election since the 2021 military coup that ousted Aung San Suu Kyi. The election is heavily limited, with voting held in only about a third of the nation's 330 townships, while 65 townships have been entirely excluded due to ongoing conflict. Observers say this leaves at least 20% of the population disenfranchised. Polling in Yangon opened at 6 a.m. with a steady flow of mostly middle-aged voters, though choices are largely limited to military-backed parties. Military Chief Senior General Min Aung Hlaing voted in Naypyidaw, calling the polls free and fair, despite international criticism. Russia has reaffirmed its stance against Taiwan's independence, with Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov calling the island an inseparable part of China. Speaking to state news agency TASS on Sunday, Lavrov emphasized that Moscow will not recognize Taiwan as a separate entity under any circumstances, aligning with Beijing's long-standing position. Lavrov also addressed Japan, warning against its path toward militarization and urging Tokyo to consider the wider security implications for East Asia. Analysts say the remarks come amid growing tensions in the region. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian warns that the United States, Israel, and European nations are waging total war on Iran, describing the situation as more complex than the 1980 to 1988 Iran-Iraq War. In an interview published on the official site of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, Pezeshkian said, "We are at total war with the United States, Israel, and Europe. They want to bring our country to its knees," adding that Iran is now stronger militarily and prepared to respond decisively. Russian President Vladimir Putin says that Ukraine is in no hurry for peace and that if Kyiv does not seek a peaceful resolution, Russia will achieve its objectives by force. The remarks followed a large Russian drone and missile attack, which Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said showed Moscow's intent to continue the war, while Kyiv seeks peace. Putin was briefed on territorial gains in eastern Ukraine, including Myrnohrad, Rodinske, Artemivka, Huliaipol, and Stepnohirsk. Ukrainian forces rejected claims of full Russian control, stating defensive operations are ongoing, especially in Huliaipol, where fierce fighting continues. Angola and Namibia have agreed to take back illegal migrants and criminals after the UK threatened visa penalties for non-cooperating countries, the Home Office says. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, has lost fast-track visa services and preferential treatment for VIPs after failing to meet Britain's cooperation requirements. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood warned that the UK could escalate to a full visa halt for the DRC unless compliance improves. The agreements are part of recent reforms aimed at making refugee status temporary and speeding up deportations of illegal arrivals. Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper noted that more than 50,000 people without the right to remain have been removed since July, a 23% increase from the previous period.
Winter weather has caused widespread travel disruption across the northeastern United States. A mix of snow and ice hit the region, leading to thousands of flight delays and cancellations during the busy post-holiday travel period. Officials in New York and New Jersey declared weather emergencies as residents were urged to stay off the roads due to dangerous conditions. The storm began to ease by mid-morning, but travel disruptions continued. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samar.tv. Thank you for watching Samar News.